Nadine Woodward.
Hi.
Now, first of all, before we go any further, what are we supposed to call you? I don't want to offend you. Mayor-elect?
Right now, I'm mayor-elect.
Mayor-elect Nadine.
I'm mayor-elect until December 30th when I'm sworn in.
December 30th.
And then it's Madam Mayor to you.
It's going to be Madam Mayor?
I thought I was the mayor of this town, but now it's kind of nice to actually meet the real mayor.
You can still be the mayor, Rob, in your world.
Okay. In my world.
But in the actual world?
In my world, I'll keep it that way.
Now, we're recording this on December 17th. I don't know when this will air. It might, in fact, be after December 30th. But walk me through what December 30th means.
Well, I'll be sworn in.
Right.
So we're going to make it an all-day event. That's when I actually take the oath of office. And my family is there. And that'll happen at noon at the Pavilion, of course. I mean, that's, the new cool place in Spokane. And then later that night, we're going to have a reception, and it's going to be open to the public and people who have, voted for me, supported me, want to meet me. I mean, it's just going to be a celebration.
Now, also on the 30th, that night, is that when they hand over to you the book of Spokane Secrets? Where you find out where all the bodies are buried.
What?
Yeah.
There's a book of secrets?
Buddy, I've seen National Treasure.
Wait, hold on.
There's a book of secrets.
Is there a town underneath? Oh, we got a lot of questions.
I want to know your secrets.
You know most of my secrets.
No, you do
not.
I
mean that you know of Spokane. I know his personal secrets. I mean, I work with the guy, right? So.
Oh, well, fill me in on something. Because he was kind of like a roommate, so.
Nadine and I worked together for a couple of years at KXOY before I went back. And she was a beloved coworker and friend. To the point where when I was going away, I
brought him soup.
I had 2 back surgeries.
Several times.
You know about this, right?
No.
I had 2 back surgeries when you must have been in Japan.
Okay.
And Nadine.
It was brutal. Back-to-back back surgeries.
What were you doing?
Just living life, man. Living large.
A little bit too hard. But.
I had 3 total coworkers bring me food over. One was Nadine. Did you? And I think you brought food over twice.
I 2 or 3 times. Yeah. Soup, always soup.
What?
But anyway, we've established that Nadine's a good friend. Blah blah blah. Let's get back to business here.
Okay.
So you get are there bodies buried under Riverfront Park that we're going to find out about?
Talk about that.
Okay.
Jeez. I don't know. Are there?
I don't know. See, these are the things on the 30th. They're going to find out.
Yeah,
all these things.
I will. I'm sure I will.
And I want to know
some things you hear about along.
What made you get into this?
Well, a number of things. I've been a broadcast journalist in Spokane for 28 years, 35 career. I was raised in the state of Washington, so I'm a Washingtonian, but on the west side.
Yeah.
I moved here with my husband as newlyweds in 1990.
Right.
And
Bruce.
For
those of you listening at home.
Good old
Bruce. And know Bruce. And so this was going to be one of our last stops before we got to the west side, because I'm from the Vancouver area and he's from the Seattle area. But when we moved here, we after our first year and a half, you know how it is.
This place is the vortex.
Well, and we were
get here and you get stuck.
Exactly, and we were at a different stage than obviously when you come here for college.
Oh yeah.
But we bought our first house, we had our first child, so you start setting down roots and you realize, oh my gosh, I could never afford this house in Portland or Seattle. I could never do the things that I want to do. This is a great place to raise kids, as you are right now.
I already know.
And so we decided to build our lives here, raise our children. My son's 27, my daughter's 22. And it's also where we own a business, and we own a business downtown. And so we've seen Spokane change a little bit. I mean, it's great. We have a vibrant, food scene, entertainment, arts, culture. We're the regional hub for, employment, healthcare. All that. This is a great place. But we have our challenges too. Yeah. And as a business owner, we experience it at the level of the crime downtown, the homeless issue, and all that. So I got tired of just, complaining about what I didn't think was being done right, and decided, as a dual perspective, being a journalist reporting on it, being a business owner impacted by it, decided to run for mayor and impact the city that I love.
Hell yeah.
So, congratulations. One of the perks of being on the mayor is you get invited on the podcast.
Well, and I'm not even quite the mayor yet. So, wow.
So
do I get to come back sometime?
Yeah. Speaking of perks, you get to park wherever you want downtown and just put on a sign that says, I'm
you know
there,
what? Listen,
back off.
I never played the do you know who I am card. Like so many people get accused of doing as a celebrity.
No, I never.
Well, here's the thing about Rob. Rob doesn't have to because he's 7'9".
I know. You're just the boss. You're just the boss.
You said it. I didn't. Boss is Bruce Springsteen. The boss is Bruce Springsteen. No.
I'm looking at you right now. You look like the boss to me.
This hat, I feel like it.
You recently went on a little new mayor getaway, right, in Boston, where you got to meet a bunch of
Boston,
or Washington.
Oh
or was
my
it Boston?
God. No, it's Boston.
Okay.
It was. I had never been to Boston.
Did you
before.
meet any new mayor BFFs?
Yeah.
How many mayors were?
So this was Harvard puts on a session, a conference for newly elected mayors across the country, and it's to help with the transition. Because let me tell you, it's like the campaign was one thing, but the transition, you're drinking out of a fire hose, right? I mean, it's beyond that. It's so crazy. So they invite you, and there were about 26 of us newly electeds. 9 of us were women. Some women had never been first woman elected in their cities. But I'll tell you who is can I use badass? Is that okay to say on this podcast?
Are you kidding?
Okay.
Can you use badass?
Well, I try to use it, level decorum, as mayor. But Mayor-elect. The mayor of Tampa, she is so amazing. So she was on the police force for 25 years, the first female police chief in Tampa, and now is the mayor. Wow. And that woman and she was a college athlete. I mean, she is so incredible. I absolutely loved her. Jane Castor. And so I told her, I'm going to be calling you up a lot. She actually initiated a anti-crime program that reduced their crime by 70% in like 3 years.
What was it?
I'm going to find out what it is, and then we're going to launch it here. No, it's a great. That conference was, we're all newbies, right? And it's not like as the mayor of Spokane, new mayor, I can just call up somebody down the street and say, hey, I got this problem, or I got this issue I'm dealing with. What are you doing? There's only one mayor in Spokane. So you create a group of colleagues that now I will reach out to throughout my tenure. As mayor, and find out, hey, how are you solving this issue? What are you doing about this? It's a great opportunity.
So I bet your phone now it's just blank mayor of blank, blank mayor of blank. Is that what the case is?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's again an incredible group. And when we were going to events in Boston in a chartered bus, we had police escort everywhere we went. And I'm like, Boston sure treats people nicely. And they're like, no, you guys are all mayors from 24 cities across the country. You're in a different group now. If anything were to happen to you, that would be a big deal, right?
Sure.
So now where we were escorted, it was it's a world that I guess I'm going to have to get used to.
And still no.
You got that all the time being a Zag, Rob. Come on.
A Laker.
And a Laker.
A Sun Rocker.
And
we want to talk.
Playing abroad.
I heard you're not a Zag. Well, you are a Zag fan.
Oh, of course I am. Who isn't?
No,
okay, Nadine.
What? What?
I heard
what did you tell him?
I heard you're a UW.
You have offspring that went to UW.
Oh my God! I feel like I'm just being attacked.
Going on?
I'm blindsided here.
I'm just saying.
Listen, Rob. My son went to WSU. My daughter went to UW. Well, you know what? Kids who are from you're not from here.
Good point.
So people who are from here want to get out when they go to college. I mean, a lot of them do.
I tell my kids to
But
go.
I love that the Zags, especially the Zag players, they come here. They get Spokane. They love Spokane. They graduate. They go play. They come back. Professionally, they come back. I love that about the Zags.
I think it's what I tell people is it's Los Angeles is to the Lakers as Gonzaga is to Spokane. That's the equivalent because it really felt no different when I went to LA from here because you felt like you had the same pub, same celebrity status, and it wasn't really a change at all once you went down there. It wasn't like the limelight just all of a sudden got bigger because you have that limelight as soon as
you do.
Yeah, so and everything you do is being watched all the time here. So it is what it is, but it's definitely It's definitely been a great city to live in. I'm trying to convince him to come back.
Oh, I wish you would too, Jack.
I don't know if I can do a third tour in Spokane.
He's saying it's tours. Like, he's doing air. Like, what is going on here? You're dropping in with a parachute.
That's right. I'm here for a while though this trip.
It was Spokane loves our Zags. I mean, we own you guys. I mean, in a way that's good.
It's
I mean,
what it is.
we invest in you. We follow you. We love you. We support you. You guys are an incredible representation of our city when you go and play.
Right.
And I just love that aspect of it. And I love it. Derek Ravio's coming back and developing and making investments in our city. And I love all of that. Dan Dickow, I was, back in the day, I had a poster of Dan Dickow with his signature on it because his hair was.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I had a crush on Dan Dickow.
Well, I did.
We can get him in.
Say that.
We can make this happen.
I have to say, Dan Dickow
had the best hair.
He had the best hair.
Or
yeah,
Matt Bolden or Dan.
Yeah, Matt
Which
Bolden
one
too.
had the best hair?
Well, Dan Dickow was, I would say Dan. Oh. That's why he's got all the barbershops now. So
you go Dan over Matt in terms of best hair or dreamiest.
Yeah, I think I would.
Who else had good hair?
I mean, late Steve had good hair.
The dreads.
Yeah. One thing I'm interested in, when you were in Boston and you were talking about, and you say, I'm from Spokane. Because when I go back home, even in San Francisco, West Coast, people are like, okay, so how far outside of Seattle is that? People don't understand that we're pretty much in Idaho.
Yeah.
Was that a lot of explaining?
Not really at all. I think, no, because I think before we went, we got to see where everybody was from, and there were our bios and all that kind of stuff. So we got to size everybody up before we got there. So, it was great. One
thing you have to keep in mind now, because again, as we're recording this, December 17th, Zags are 2 in the country.
Oh,
so if we go to the national championship,
do I get to go? I'm going to be there.
Of course,
are we shutting down the streets?
Yes.
Okay. Are we shutting?
We got to talk
the streets.
What does that mean?
Parade route A. Something you got to think of.
That's what I'm talking about.
B, what are you going to offer up to the mayor of the opposing city? Because you know how like Super Bowls, the mayors say, like, when Boston goes or when the Patriots go, you get 10 drums of clam chowder. What do we have to offer?
What should we offer? What would you guys think would be a good wage?
This is something you got to.
This is a mayor's
decision.
Yeah,
but you know what? I'm pragmatic. I like input. I like to assess the audience.
Okay.
I like to include the public.
How about this one?
What?
A $300 gift card to an auto body shop to get your alignment repaired after hitting all the potholes. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
These roads are terrible. I'll be real with you. These roads are. I do not like driving my nice car around because it's just torture to me. These roads. What were we gonna do?
Well, listen. When I was on the campaign trail, we heard about that all the time.
Was that really a big thing?
Oh my gosh! When we doorbelled, the campaigns aren't won on social media or TV ads or anything like that. It's at the door. As archaic as that sounds, it's face to face and it's at the doorstep.
Especially here, yeah.
Oh my gosh, we were in the neighborhoods. I can't tell you how many doors I hit. Thousands and thousands and thousands of doors we hit. And people said roads, especially if you're on their street. They're looking outside their doorstep and they can't drive their motorcycle on their road because it's so bumpy.
Right.
So we hear that a lot.
That's a thing.
Oh, it's a bit, because you know what?
It's bad,
if you think about the fundamental responsibilities of government, number one is public safety.
Right.
And number two, it's infrastructure, roads. I mean, it's all of that.
We got some craters around here.
We need to get back to, the basics. We fund a lot of fun things, but we really need to get back to the basics, and roads is definitely one of them.
Parade route.
So parade route, yeah, right through downtown Spokane.
Gotta go.
Or do we need to do it on Hamilton? What do we do?
Should we do it on Hamilton?
Well, no. What about Sprague?
Which part of Sprague? The new
Sprague's
part
nice now, man.
That's what I'm saying.
The new part of Sprague?
That's what I'm saying. Take it right from downtown all the way to...
Maybe. Well, how long... It can't be too long of a parade, right?
That's why Sprague just gets...
And then straight into downtown, or do we go campus? We loop in campus.
Ooh, on MLK? The new MLK street?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You haven't been there.
Yeah, I haven't been around.
Has that happened since you left?
Maybe. I don't know.
Where
I'm not a big road
You know where
guy.
WSU is?
Yeah, the Riverfront campus?
Yeah, and all those little campuses.
Oh, that street's called MLK?
Yeah. All through the U District.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So do we have the ceremony in Riverfront or at GU?
Well, that's up to you guys.
It's going to end up being Coach Few's decision.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So probably on campus?
Probably.
Do you think he'd go?
End up. It should be a party at McCarthy. That's what it. Or a party starts at McCarthy and we just roll behind the buses and just follow them all the way to downtown.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to party.
Oh, I love the idea of a parade and a citywide celebration. I think
Why
that
not?
would be fantastic.
Because I think Spokane did it for Eastern Washington football when they won in 2010.
Oh, they
right?
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they get one,
well,
we get one.
Of course. Absolutely.
Cheney didn't get one. No. They put it here.
I never even thought about it. Like Cheney is a.
Oh, there's for sure going to be a parade here.
Now, is there a mayor of Cheney?
There is a mayor of
Yes,
Cheney.
there is a mayor of Cheney.
I'm going to run for that.
Do you?
There you Is that where you live?
No.
Oh,
No.
you have to reside in the city that you run for mayor.
Meade is considered. Is that what is Meade?
Well, that Meade's in the county.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Meade people who live in Meade, didn't get to vote in the mayor's race. It's amazing in this election. How many people did not realize that if they don't reside in the city of Spokane, they don't get to vote for the city of Spokane mayor. Oh, they were, and I don't know why it just came to light this year.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because of the interest that the race got this year.
This one seemed like it was popping off.
It was, record amount of spending. I mean, it was contentious.
Yeah.
It got lots of attention. And so people...
Well, it's more of a nationwide thing, just focused here, right? You know what I mean? Like if we weren't in such turmoil coast to coast, I don't think it'd be as bad. I don't know. I wasn't here for the entire...
Well, and you know what? I have to tell you, that is so true because, the country's really divided right now on politics nationally. Right. It's just ugly. And but when I ran, this is a nonpartisan race. So, you don't declare if you're a Democrat or Republican. And I like that.
Right.
Because the city's business doesn't have anything to do whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. The potholes still have to be filled. The snow still has to be removed from the streets, right? So I really roped into that. And I didn't want the Democrat support. I didn't want the Republican support. I mean, endorsement. I wanted everybody's support.
You want everybody.
But I didn't want the endorsement. I wanted to keep it nonpartisan. And so that was really, really hard. And I think, now moving forward, I won the election. I think we need to keep all of that out of local politics. We need to do what's best for the city and its people and stop being so divisive.
Yeah,
I had support across the board politically. And I want to be the people's mayor. I want to be the mayor that unites people, brings people together, and addresses the challenges we have and celebrates the wonderful things about our city. Don't you think that's the way it should be?
So when you get your day, when you go 30th, play some Bob Marley. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get together
just
and be
chill
all right.
And let's just get
together and be all right. You know what I mean? I think that'd be your song right there.
That's hilarious.
Rob's
I may have to think
some
of that.
part-time availability. He could hire you on.
I talked to Tony Hazel. I talked to Tony Hazel. I'm going to get into city council.
Oh my gosh.
That would be hilarious.
That would
Are
be
you serious?
awesome.
I'm dead ass. Not this year. I got to finish my master's. But I will get into city council.
Awesome.
Mondays, right?
Love it.
Every Monday or something.
Well, this is a job outside of Mondays. Mondays are the city council meetings.
Yep, Mondays are the city council meetings.
Now they've made it a full-time position, though. I mean, they're expecting 40 to 50 hours. It was never set up.
It was part-time.
It was always part-time. And so now they expect
I got to see Jack once a week, man.
Well, you could, fly him up here.
Yeah, you could guide me in.
It's not going to be the same.
We need good people, so I think you should seriously consider.
So on city council, what the hell would I be doing?
I'm 100% I'm in. What's the job?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
I know it's
I just like the
changing
idea
people's
of
lives.
city
What
council.
Tony said, I was like, you know what? I want to do some city council.
Well, the city council, you would represent the district that you live in.
Right.
We have 3 districts in the city.
Okay.
And so depending on where you live, you represent several neighborhoods in that district.
Right.
The challenges, the concerns, and you bring those forth. Of course, you're voting on issues that are citywide, but you would represent your district. So.
Okay.
So you would get to know you, and you start going to your neighborhood meetings. You start getting a feel for what's important to your district, and every district is unique.
And
have
you're the principal, and we come to you. Is that basically what that
I'm
goes
the
down?
boss.
Yeah, so we'll be like, oh, these trees are in our neighborhoods and they're coming. Can you get them down?
Well, you see, and you're at the legislative district or a legislative point of things when you're on the council. So you are the one who is creating ordinances, legislation that then is carried out. So
would you endorse Rob if he ran? Does the mayor endorse?
I think I would have to.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. I mean, my goodness.
Man.
We'll talk.
Man, I'm feeling good about this.
I got a question before we have a little bit of fun with Nadine. As opposed to what we've been doing. Yeah. Your husband, Bruce.
Yeah.
What is his title now?
We were asking a first dude or something like that. I don't know.
Dude. The dude.
And are you still the longest running Spokane TV personality?
Female.
Who's the man? Who's the guy?
That would be Randy Shaw. I believe it was.
And then, so who's coming up behind you on the female side?
It'd be probably Stephanie.
I was thinking Stephanie.
Well, actually, right behind me still is. I mean, I just bumped out Deborah Wild.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So
is there a lot of competition in that?
No,
I don't know. Oh, okay. Throughout the nation.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a big deal.
Is it kind of cutthroat?
Well, oh my gosh,
that's
it's very
what I'm
cutthroat,
saying.
Absolutely, and more so now than even before. So, like I said, I was here 28 years. But the business, Jack. I mean, the business is fickle. I mean, it's based on ratings, it's based on popularity,
right.
It's based on
popularity.
I've seen really good people lose their jobs, and mediocre people keep their job for a really long time. It's very subjective.
That was a
very subjective.
Correct.
Yeah,
answer.
I would agree with Nadine in that, but then this is something that I would talk about with like my generation of local news that I would probably never tell the upper echelon, which Nadine was when I was there, obviously, and the news directors, the sports directors, is that the people my age, kind of like the foot soldiers that were going out and around, we were far from competitive.
Yeah.
Because they were like my best friends. They were the only ones who understood what we had
you
to do.
guys were having
orange
peels at halftime.
And Nadine,
everyone was winners.
And Nadine might cringe at this because this is how the times have changed in the last 10 to 15 years, I'm sure. But if someone was late and they needed a little bit of information, we would sometimes share information. Just because, you know what? The next day, that guy might help me out kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of like, we're in this together out in the field.
We are the world.
But the anchors, the news directors, that was a little bit more competitive.
That was, yeah. And the dynamic changes when you're with your colleagues out in the field. Even if they're your competitors, they're still your colleagues in an industry.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That changes things when that's why that face-to-face, makes all the difference in the world. It establishes relationships in a whole different way than when we're in studios across town
and you
competing
just exist
with
on
people
TV.
we don't see.
You just
exactly.
exist on monitors.
Wait. So what does that mean?
So Nadine wouldn't see a Stephanie at KHQ out in the field.
Unless it was at an event once in a while.
Right,
but we wouldn't be in working situations where we'd see each other.
But the lower level reporters like me, I would see everyone every day.
Okay, now wait. Lower level.
No. I didn't miss. I was a lower level reporter. I mean, compared to Nadine.
No, we're a team.
We're a
listen,
team.
Reporters aren't lower level anything.
Okay. So if Nadine's Kispert,
okay,
I'm Timmy.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I'm coming off the bench.
No, you're more coming. You're like, we won't have to throw names.
Jack was awesome. I love working with Jack. He was just, the thing was so cool about Jack is, he is cool. He's just chill. He's just cool.
I know Jack.
He gets along with everybody. He's funny. He doesn't take life too seriously.
To a fault.
Yeah, no, it gets that lifestyle can get you in trouble too. I already know.
Well, you kind of sometimes have to grow up. So
you got to grow up in certain areas. Yeah, that's right.
We try.
Okay, so Mayor-elect Woodward, and we're gonna have to call you Madam Nadine. No, I'm serious.
I don't feel comfortable.
We have
the madam.
Just call
we don't want to have a show. We have to call you the madam.
The madam.
No.
Madam Woodward.
I joke when I say Madam Mayor. It's a joke. My friends, we joke about it. It's just, I'm Nadine to you.
You're Nadine to me, sure, but
I got the mayor.
I respect the office of the mayor of Spokane too much to call you Nadine. How's that?
Okay, in private, obviously.
Yes.
But just,
So
Mayor Woodward.
Mayor Woodward
is usually how it's
with all due
addressed.
respect.
Yes. Yeah, thanks.
We prepared our top 5, starting 5 Spokane celebrities. Now, this may not be familiar to you, but you listened to Burger episode.
I heard the Burger one.
Okay. We do this thing where we do starting 5 and we compare our notes and this and that, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, I like
And we have the longest running female television personality in our presence.
Okay.
And, oh, by the way, the mayor. So it's only appropriate that we do the top 5 starting celebrities.
Woo!
You didn't prepare a list, did you? You're just
Not really.
Okay.
I'm just observing because you guys, this is your show. I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay.
Oh, you want to start us off, big fella?
I'll start it off.
Okay.
Let's just get the easy one out of the way. I want Mark Few as our point guard.
Ooh.
But the thing why I put him as 1 is because of my list, he's the shortest. And generally point guards are smaller. You know what I mean? And he's a Hall of Famer.
Okay. Well,
Mark Few is my point guard of Spokane celebrities.
Well, I'm going to go the opposite end. I'm going with the big man, the 5-man. My 5-man will be John Stockton.
John Stockton.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's my 5-man.
You ever run in with John?
My daughter and Laura Stockton played basketball together.
Oh, right. Okay.
AAU basketball together.
Okay.
Of course, she was the point guard. My daughter was the backup point guard. So,
Sure.
yeah.
I waved at John yesterday and no wave back.
Oh,
So-
well, he's a
He
pretty.
must have missed you. You were short.
I was in the car. I
did he
waved
not
at
see
him.
you?
I waved at him, and I was, no wave back. It's okay, John. Good. I'll see you another day.
He's a pretty private guy.
Extremely.
Yeah,
I know. I like to
yeah.
give him shit for it, but
My 2's Stockton. This actually just came back. I guess I could have put the all-time assists and steals leader as my 1, like the best point guard in the world.
that's overrated.
But this came to mind. Nadine, in her defense of being a Zag fan, the Sweet 16 game against West Virginia when we won on that broken play towards the end. Nadine was in the sports office cheering with us.
Oh my God! Well, of
You remember that?
course, yes.
That was a big one.
Yeah,
But
it was
then
huge.
you promptly went abroad for the Final Four and missed the Final Four.
I did. Yeah.
Where'd you go? You went to Germany or something?
I think I was in Spain
To visit your daughter?
Yeah, my daughter was.
Spain?
My daughter was
Spain,
in
yeah.
Spain for 5 months. Yeah.
Didn't
so.
you wake up and catch the national championship though?
I did. Well, we arrived in Barcelona so late that we stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that to
Yeah,
watch
it's a late
to
city.
listen to it online. I think.
How late
Yeah.
did you have dinner there?
Oh, gee. I mean, it was like midnight, and yeah.
That is the hardest thing.
Well, yeah,
I
the
love
time
it.
difference, but I was so excited. We were in Barcelona.
Oh, yeah.
Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
kidding me?
Spain
That is such
is-
an awesome city.
We went out one night in Spain.
Oh,
Yeah, here we
wow.
go.
You're sitting in front of the mayor, by the way.
I know. It's cool. We went out.
all
one
safe with-
time.
all safe
Yeah,
with
all
me
safe. We
here.
went out in Spain one time. It was like 12:30. We went to the club, and it was empty. And we were like,
What?
"What?" And we went to the bartender, and we were like, "Yo, this is supposed to be the best place in town. What's going on?" They're like, "You're early." You're early. I'm like, what do you mean? About 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
That's when they start.
Yeah.
And then go all the way till what, 7, 8
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
morning. Then they have their little siesta in the middle of the day. I'll take a nap right in the middle of the day. Are
That's
we
the
going to have
best part.
siestas? That's a good
God,
question.
I love that. I love that schedule.
Does the mayor decide that?
Yeah, I think this is.
I love that whole dinner at 10 o'clock at night, siesta in the afternoon.
People are gonna
I
be
love
bitching,
all
though.
that.
You can shut down downtown Spokane from like 2 to 4
Sure.
if you
Yeah,
want.
let's
people,
do it.
People would love that. I know a lot of people.
Hey, mayor said, gotta
I'm
go
not
home.
working anyways. Why not?
Who's your 2?
Ooh, my 2? 6'8" Nate.
6. Oh God.
6'8" Nate. He's just a local legend around these parts, and I just wanted a little shout out.
He is a local legend.
Yes.
Moving on. Don't ask too many questions about that one, Nadine. You know what? 3, I'll go your old coworker, Dennis Patchen.
Oh,
Patch.
Dennis.
Don't you think so?
What a great guy.
Yeah.
He is a legend.
Don't you think
Sports
so?
legend in Spokane. Absolutely. No contest.
And he knows every sport.
He does.
Yeah, you'll see him.
He's a savant. He's like Rain Man when it comes to every sport.
You'll see him for no reason at an Eastern Washington basketball game on a Saturday night.
The only
like
one?
mid-December. You know what I mean? Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Just enjoying games. I get it. That's a good call. What do you have? What's yours?
My number. Are we at number two? Three?
We don't have to put her on the spot.
Oh
but
gosh. Well, you guys are all doing sports.
No, not
Well,
really.
that's the thing.
6, 8, and 8 is not a sports. He used to play sports.
Oh, he did?
But
Okay.
he's not a sports guy.
Yeah.
I tried to do sports or try to branch out from sports, but my brain, as you know, Nadine, is so limited.
Being from GU, I would have thought you guys would have Bing Crosby in there somewhere, but maybe not. I don't know.
Oh,
See, that's
What?
why you needed to play with us.
I mean,
no, she did.
how did you not even come up with that name?
He's coming off the bench.
Oh my gosh.
Bing.
Tune did
I'm
I
embarrassed.
see him do?
I mean, talk about it's Christmas too. How do you?
That is a good call.